Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadharam Gaganasadusham Meghavarnam Shubhangam Lakshmikantam Kamalaнаянam Yogi Virdhyanagamyam Vande Vishnu Bhavaram Sarvalokaikanakam. Om Vishnu Vishnu Vishnu. 25th shloka has the root avartana, varta. Varta, vrut. This meaning, it seems to me that once Bhishma Pitamaha got into the one particular root of the word, it came to him very quickly about the meaning one after the other. When we pronounce these things in a sequence, it seems that that's how it flew for him. And it flows for us as well once we recognize. Avartana is a vartul means chakra. Samvrutta is also, samvrutta means छिपे हुए. Avrut, you said nivrutatma, sorry. Avartana, and then we said nivrutatma. Again, we talked about the two words about vrutta and vritti and nirvritti. And then there comes samvrutta sampravardana. Again, vrut is the word here. But samvrutta, sam means almost covered with. Some is covered, avrutta, covered or veiled. We call it avarana. Samvrutta is similar to avarana. Avarana means you are covered. Samvrutta. छिपे हुए. Now, he's hidden except for भक्तों के लिए प्रकट होते हैं. This is the some interpretation has been given. Otherwise, is samvrutta. And we talked about the different types of vritti. Sampramardana. Some again is together. Pramardana. Mardana is नाश करने वाला, मर्दन करने वाला. मर्दना, मर्दानगी को रिमूव करने वाला, मर्दना. The different meanings that we have in Hindi also in our language. And this one will say sampramardana means shatru nashak. Samvrutta, sampramardana. Aha, samvartaka. This is one we will expand on today. Ahaha samvartaka. Ahaha means light. Ahonish, aharnish. Light, day and night. Nisha means night. Aharnish. Ahar Mazda, Ahur Mazda is Zoroastrian meaning. You probably heard about Ahur Mazda. Ahur. Ahur means the light. And in Zoroastrians, Mazda, Ahur Mazda means Agni. It's interesting how they get. One that gives you light is Agni. And so they actually have a lot of prayers for Agni. Aho. Aho means Prakash. One which gives Prakash is Aha. Ahaha, we said Ahoratri also. We say Ahoratri. Okay, that's another word we use many times. And then Samvartaka. Sam means getting together. And Varta means Vartul. We talked about that. Once it turns around and ends it. We talked about it. Nivrutatma, Avartana, all that was circle, and all that indicated roll or turn like a whirlpool. And the thing that comes around and ends, Samvartaka, is circular and ends. Like for day begins and the night ends. So the concept samvartaka is covering both day and night. It also means control of time. There's a number of ways in which we can say samvartaka. Now, our life begins and our life ends. And samvartaka is also taught as a quote-unquote destroyer, in other words, finisher, samvartaka. So there are a number of applications of this one particular word, with one understanding that it is combination of both light and darkness. So now we think about that, okay, well, this is a duality, isn't it? We talk about the duality. So both are combined in one, and therefore it's one person who is combined both. So the aha samvardaka is a very powerful word, but it means a lot of little things. Vani anilo dharani dhara. Aha samvardaka vani anilo dharani dhara. Vani. Vani is, vaha means to carry. Vahana. You say vahana. Vani. Bhayavaha. One which carries fear. Santoshavaha. One which carries satisfaction. So vaha is a word we can use. Even Gujarati also you can say vaha word. Cake vaha, bring the cake. I'm just giving a fun way of using the Sanskrit words in their understanding. In our day-to-day life, we can understand deeper meaning of a lot of things. And we will come across avahana. Avahana. Avahana means to carry the invitation. Is two words. Vahana. Vahan means to carry. So, number of words you will come across, and when you come across this, you just think about that. Wow, is that the meaning of it? And it's okay. It doesn't have to be right or wrong, but there are so many overlaps that come. So, vani, vaha is to carry, and ni is a very interesting addition there. And ni comes from, I could not find the exact meaning of it, except that there's some scholars talk about ni comes from Agni. Agni. Because Vani means Agni. Vani itself is Agni. And what is carrying the Agni? Agni carries both light and heat. When I thought about it, wow, it carries both light and heat. There are two great elements, two great potentials that carries, and both of us are extremely important for life force. Agni, metabolic Agni, okay, our metabolic fire, or fire within, fire of thoughts, fire of emotions. So Agni, Vani or Agni, that's similar, life force or metabolic. And Prakrut word was Ag. Aag. Ag was Prakrut word. From there became Ag and Agni. And it is now converted into something interesting, very interesting. You realize there's a word in Latin, ignis, E-G-I-N-I-S, ignis. And from ignis, ignition. You ignite. How close are these words? Agni, ignis, ignition. So when we look at this evolution of words, etymology, it becomes very powerful as to what it is. But what it represents is powerful force of both light as well as heat. Anila. Anila is vitality, is a very simple word, and this is interesting because in one of the languages that they talked about, I think it was Persian, Nil means blue. In Persian, Nil means blue, and we also have Nila Akash. Akash mein vayu vehta hai. So Anila, Nila means something which flows in the blue, Anila. And Dharani Dhara. Dharani means, Dhara means one who maintains, sustains us, and Dhru means sustaining. Dharani Dhara, person who maintains the entire earth or population of the entire world. So the whole, these words have very interesting meanings in our life, and how when we do this, why is it that Vishnushsranam has any kind of implication? The implication is that it describes us. All of this will describe us, how we are, how we function, how we can function, how we can further, our own life, improve, enhance. Why? Simply because that's who we are. That's who we are. We are Anil. We have 5 elements. We keep talking about that, right? Fire, water, earth, water, everything. 5 elements. We already have the 5 elements, and all these elements have different meanings. So when we go through 5 elements, we will go biologically. We have it very active. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadichyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishate. Om Shanti Shanti.